Here's your bonus. Some of you do work occasionally for the government. Now, if you do spot projects, somebody calls up and says, hey, we need a motor delivered over at the City Hall Annex, that's not going to trigger this. But if we had a company, a plumbing contractor, always did private sector work. The city is putting in a new trolley line. Before they put the trolley line in, they trench out the street, they redo all of the water pipes and sewer pipes under the street. This company gets a subcontract to help out and do something under the street, gas lines, whatever. So they sign a bunch of papers as part of this because it's a federally subsidized project. And they sign all the papers, but the papers say that they're going to have an affirmative action plan and that they're going to have affirmative action in their hiring. It has all this stuff. They didn't do any of it. They didn't read the paperwork. So what happened is they had a routine audit about 90 days in, and they flunked the audit big time because they said, send us a copy of your affirmative action plan and all that. So we're almost out of time. The short version is know what you're signing. If you get a government contract, if it is federally funded or the state has its own affirmative action rules, if you see that paperwork, you need to, most of you, again, I'm not trying to sell business here, and this is not something I do across the country, but most of you will need to bring in a contractor to do your affirmative action plan and to coach you on what you need to do. What we ended up doing, and believe it or not, I had 2 clients have this happen to them back to back. The other one got a contract to install air conditioning in a U.S. Postal Service renovation project. Sound familiar? One was digging up the street, the other one was putting in air conditioning. Both federally funded contracts, both of them agreed to do affirmative action plans. Neither company did it. Then I come in and, on my white horse and charge in, had to get in between them and the federal government and work out a deal. In the first case with the plumbing contractor, the contract was completely over with. They then did 6 months of affirmative action as part of the workout deal with the federal government. After the contract was completely over, they basically did penance for 6 months. So we were able to bail them out, but it is important that you know what you're agreeing to. And what my plumbing contractor told me at that point was they would never accept another federally funded contract. They said, we have plenty of business. We don't need this additional paperwork. I don't necessarily recommend that. If it's a good project and you're going to make money, doing the paperwork is not that hard. But for most of you, you're going to bring in a third party to actually do it for you, and that's what's going to work. But the other alternative, obviously, is to turn the work down.